to this classy do's and don'ts video. It is the holidays, and I figured I would do like kind of like a classy do's and don'ts for the holiday, especially that a lot of us are going to be social. We're going to be going out, we're going to be going to parties, we're getting invites, we're going different places, and I think it would be nice to just kind of like do a little housekeeping and check the temperature on that. So let's just get right into it. First up, don't wear casual shoes with dressy outfits. It just does not go together. It's the end of the year. We made it to the end of the year. We're going to a party. Someone is planning, putting things together, inviting us, hoping for a great experience, not just for themselves, but for you too. And one of the great ways to honor that is to just like bring your best self. And your best self doesn't quite look so right with like super casual shoes with a dressy outfit. So picture like a nice, beautiful dress or, pants and a nice top, and you get down to the shoes and it's like overworn Converse. It's like overworn Uggs or just plain out some ugly shoes. And if you got the top right, I do believe you have it in you to get the bottom right too, to get the shoes right. And it just takes away from you in looking classy, in having that polished look and feel. I mean, if you put so much effort in the rest of it, why not when you get down to the shoes? Now, I do get it. Some people might have like feet problem, and so they can't quite wear certain types of shoes, but classy shoes comes in all variation. You can opt for different types of shoes. If you do have like, feet problem and you have to wear specific shoes, then that's completely different. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just the folks that just are just like, these are my most comfy pair of shoes and they're overworn and so on, but I'm going to put on this fabulous dress or this fabulous outfit and wear these shoes. You're doing yourself a disservice there. And so I would just highly recommend that you look for more comfy, gorgeous, fabulous, and classy shoes, even if it's low heel. You don't have to wear high heel to look classy and fabulous. There are plenty out there. A lot of my videos go into like classy pieces, like a ponytail flats is a great option to have, that you can have in your closet to really get dressed up in, go out in, and look fabulous and timeless. So don't quite mix the casual with the dressy this holiday season, especially if you're going to a nice holiday get together. Next tip, don't be late. Be on time. And I'm speaking to myself here on this one. And, we all have different circumstances and instances that cause us to run late, but the intention is to honor your host, honor the event, and set aside time that you need. Like I know I need an hour and a half between shower and makeup and getting dressed, and so I need to make sure I'm timing myself the day off or so on. So make those plans. Things come up, things happen, traffic happens, last minute. You have kids. Sometimes my kid is like, Mom, can I have like peanut butter jelly sandwich? And I'm like, kidding me? And she wants mommy to make it. Different things can really pull you out of your time frame, but try your best to be on time. Don't be just like, I'll just show up whenever I get there. That's what I mean when I say be on time. Honoring your host, giving them that honor and that respect, and also your guests. If you're hosting, do the same. I do have this thing where I'm like, if I'm 15 minutes late, that's okay. But it depends on where I'm going. There are some friends, family, there's some events that I know, it's starting on time. So pay attention to the event invite. And there's some of my friends that I know, I know she's gonna be running late. There's no way they're starting on time. So 15 minutes, I always feel like I'm good. But beyond that is really coming into like the disrespectful space unless something happened or is happening. So try your best to be on time this holiday season. People are putting time, energy, money, and effort into creating an experience, and the least we can do is show up on time. Next up, do ask permission to bring a +1. Yes. Now, there's so many instances where I've gone to events and I've gone to parties, friends, family, work, and people bring extra people that not necessarily weren't invited, but you didn't ask permission to bring them. And it's so important because there are lots of things in play with bringing someone else. There's food, there is capacity sometimes. Sometimes you have built-in capacity where it's like you can't have over 25 people. They might have invited 30, knowing that 5 might not show up or so on. There's like restrictions in your buildings. You might live in an apartment or a housing complex or a townhouse. and you know the cap is a certain amount. But just bringing extra people just because you're like, hey, let's come, let's ride with me, without clearing it with the host is a big don't. And you also give them the respect again this holiday season and all year round by asking first. So definitely ask permission for your plus one. Moving on, the next one is to do follow the dress code. So hear me out here. If your friends and family or the business or whoever ask you for a dress code, as long as it's not elaborate, and if it's elaborate, you consider if you're going or not. You get an invite. If it's too elaborate, you can politely and nicely decline, because one, it might not be in your budget to get a full 80s outfit. It might not be in your budget to do a full Gatsby outfit theme, and you're like, I don't want to. You can politely decline. But if there's a dress code, if it's like winter chic, summer dresses or summer prints or so on, something like that, try your best to follow the dress code. And if you can't follow the dress code, reach out to your host and say, hey, I don't know if like dresses are my thing. They don't really fit me well. Do you think I can wear XYZ? Just give them that courtesy. So do try your best to follow the dress code. It's such a fun time. It's great to do that. You have fun. You're a part of the experience. You're also helping to create the experience. And so everyone is showing up with that energy of like, hey, we're here doing this together. So try your best to follow the dress code as best as you possibly can. And if you can't, reach out to the host. Moving right along, don't be just like glaringly antisocial when you go out. I know it. For the folks who don't like to be social, yes, I'm stepping on toes. I know it. And what I mean here is not that you're like antisocial. There are shy people who don't quite like to be like the front or the center of attention or the talkative ones. Those people are fine. But the complete opposite of just being completely antisocial, why are you even there, right? So again, it goes back into the effort, the time, the money that is put into inviting you and having you there into the space. Everyone is showing up to a shared experience, and you're a part of that. So showing up and just sitting in the corner, head on the phone, not talking or communicating with anyone is the utter level of antisocial and really is highly disrespectful, definitely not classy. If you can't go to an event or a party or anything like that and function in the slightest social way, then you shouldn't be going, and you should definitely decline the invitation. Let's be classy about it. Let's give people some honor. Let's give them some respect and show up with our best selves. You can have one-off conversations. If you're shy, maybe you find another shy person or one person you had a conversation with all night or something like that. That is fine. But just to be super standoffish and antisocial, that's not the place for it. Next up, do bring a small gift. A small gift, especially if it's at someone's house or someone created the event or space. Now it's different if it's like your business, like your Christmas party or a business party or something like that. Then you don't need to bring a gift yourself. Your presence is the gift alone. But if you're going to someone's house, or you're going to like an area that they curated for a party and it's more personal, do bring a small gift. And you don't always have to, but it's just like a good rule of thumb, especially around the holidays. It's a time of giving and loving on each other even more so. And a small gift could be as simple as your grocery store bunch of roses, or your grocery store florals, or a bottle of wine, or a bottle of olive oil, or some seasoning. Little things that the hosts might love would be so nice to bring for them. Even if you like to cook something or bake something that they usually love, it might not be for the party, but you can just show up and you're like, here's a peach cobbler, because I love peach cobbler and I make good peach cobbler. Here's a peach cobbler. This is for you guys to enjoy tomorrow or something. Or if you want to put it out, that's fine. Here's a bottle of wine. It could be like your cheapest bottle of wine at the store. Someone will drink it at some point. It's just a way of saying thank you for doing this. Thank you for having me, thinking of me. I value you. It's just always great to bring a small gift, even a little succulent plant you could pick up from your grocery store. It might be $5.99 or something like that. That means a lot. any little thing you have, a little notebook, just wrap it with a little bow, just something cute and nice to say thank you. People will appreciate it. And I'm saying this as someone who's always telling my friends, don't bring me anything. I tell them, don't bring me anything, and guess what? They show up with the cutest, neatest, subtlest gifts. It's not about anything expensive. The subtlest little gifts that the next day after they leave, I'm like, this one. I told them not to, but it fills me so much. And I do the same too when I go to parties, my friends' parties. I bring a little something that just says, hi, this is for you, thank you. So definitely do that. Moving right along, don't bring your pet. Leave your pet at home or have someone supervise them while you're out. Look, you have to consider, this is even like unless it's a pet party or something that facilitates that, then don't bring your pet. And I say this because I've seen it, and I'm just thinking, why is the pet here? Like, and I love the doggies, not a cat fan, but I love the doggies and so on, but you have to consider other people. People can be allergic, like I'm allergic of cats that aren't clean, like dirty cats. I'm allergic to cats. They break me out on my chin and also on my arms here, which is so weird. If I go around dirty cats, my arms get little bumps and a little bit on my chin here. I don't know why. So yeah, don't bring your cats if they're dirty. No, just don't bring your pets, because people can be allergic to dogs. Different types of dogs, hyperallergenic dogs, might be okay for some people, but they might not be, even if you think they are. Just don't bring. Some people have had crazy, terrible pet experience, even if your dog is trained and your cat is nice, or whatever type of pet you have. Just leave them at home, ask someone to supervise them, or decline the invitation and don't go because you don't have help with your pet. Your host will appreciate it and the other guests will too. So I know I don't want to step on any pet parents' toes, but I had to say it. And I'm saying it with love. Moving right along in that same little space, if you won't be able to make it to the party or the event, do inform the host. You must, simply because it goes back to some of what I was saying before. They're planning for X amount of people, and if they don't know if you're going to come or if you won't, then they don't know how much to plan for. They don't know how much alcohol to buy, they don't know how much food to cook or order, and they don't know if your presence will be there. And lots of thoughts go around putting together the idea of inviting someone into your home, to your event, into a space or so on. So honoring them by saying, I can't make it, rather than just leaving it hanging out, is something good to do. And you can let them know as early as possible, so if they wanted to invite someone else, then they absolutely can. And this goes also for weddings. When you have to RSVP for weddings, etc., please let people know. And this is coming from someone who's had people not RSVP for our wedding, or RSVP but didn't show up, didn't let you know, and of course the money goes to waste in many ways, because like, especially for weddings, they're expensive. For one seat, that's a lot of money. If you're doing like certain type of wedding, people are spending on you one seat. So just be courteous, tell people you are coming to the event, to the party, especially during the holidays, and let them know ahead of time as best as you possibly can, or give them a heads up that I'm not sure on this area, I'm not sure, but I'll let you know and follow through. Next is to kind of like offer the help if you're capable and willing, especially someone close to you. They're having something, they're like, hey, do you want me to come and help you set up? I can come like an hour early, 30 minutes early. Do you need me to pick up anything en route? Do you need me to do XYZ? I make grateful arrangements. Do you want me to do arrangements? Do you want a contribution to anything? If you can offer monetary, it could be monetary, it could be your time, it could be your craft, whatever it is, offer help if you are willing and capable. Don't offer help if you know you can't follow through. Don't say I will bake the pie if you cannot bake it and bring it, because the host is depending on you, and then you don't want to back out on them last minute and then they didn't plan for it, and then you put everything in shambles. You show up, all of a sudden there's no dessert and the host doesn't have dessert. It looks bad on her, not you or him. So please just offer whatever help you can, but make sure that you're capable of doing it and willing to do it before you offer. So, and always keep communication with your host, the party provider, the party setter, the person who invite you. Keep open communication with them and let them know ahead of time on any little hiccups. And lastly on the do's and don'ts, classy do's and don'ts. I know, why am I titling this classy? Because I feel like it's classy to think about people being intentional, being mindful in that way. I don't like to go into classy behaviors because I feel like there's like there's a gray area in there. And I know for me, I like to be myself. Some things I like to do might not be classy, and I don't want to be the preacher or the pastor here. I don't want to be the anointed, nailing down any rules and laws. I just want to bring about more of a, just a cohesive feeling as to what it feels like for us to live in a classy, elevated space. So finally, don't drink and drive. Please, guys, don't drink and drive. Use your Ubers, use your Lyfts, use your ride shares, carpool, do those things. And of course you can drink, but don't go over the limit of being impaired. That's what I mean when I say don't drink and drive. During the holidays, we all want to be safe. I want other drivers to be safe, to be thinking about just the moral community safety. And I want to do the same too. And if we can all collectively do that, then we pose a much better community and space for us all to live in and operate in. So definitely don't drink and drive, or don't drink over the limit. Carpool, rideshare is your best friend. And have fun this holiday. Be intentional. Be present with your friends and family. It's one of the things that I'm doing this holiday, and it feels so good. I'm so intentional with my time and my space and being around people when I choose to be, and living in the moment of that gratitude and thankfulness. So enjoy your holidays. These do's and don'ts apply all year round to anything, anywhere in the classy feel, the elevated feel, space and time, and who you want to be within. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you like this type of video. I like sitting down and chatting about these things. I don't want to put like titles on them. I am planning out my 2024 resolution, not necessarily resolution, but ways I want to elevate my life and my existence and what I do and how I do it in 2024. And I can't wait to share that with you guys. But if you want more of this type of content, let me know, because we can all grow together, elevate together. Let me know in the comments if there's any do's and don'ts, especially within like the socialization space or the dressy, classy space that you think I should have included, or you think it is important. Let us know in the comments so we can all be in the know and we can all share this together. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.